Hello everybody, this is Make It Better, and today we're doing What Deku Had Nightmares Part 18. Now let's get into the story. The last time I left off was Bakugo versus Deku. Bakugo is excited for a rematch from last time, and he said this out loud towards Zuko. Zuko is getting focused and was thinking about the last fight, that last move he did. It felt weird, but it felt better than usual. And he wants to do it again. So right when the fight starts and Bakugo was getting angry because Zuko was ignoring him, then he threw out a huge explosion towards Zuko's face. Zuko felt the heat coming off of it, and he got pushed back by it. There was a little bit of cinders and a little bit of flames on him, but not enough. But Bakugo retaliates on trying to egg him on and make him more angry to actually fight back with the same energy. But Zuko's not having any of this. Zuko is charging up one for all on both of his arms and as he's running towards Bakugo and, hitting him, somewhat hitting him. Bakugo is actually pretty good. He will be dodging most of the fists. And the ones that does land, it counts. They are... Alright, I forgot about that part. After one hit, Bakugo was pushed back a bit, and he is holding the his gut after the pain. But he ignored it to, keep fighting. Great. Actually have to get out of this area. I had to take another detour because this one doesn't want to do it. Now, the fight goes on as if in canon, where Bakugo had a chance to actually fight against Deku at 8%. You might know of the one that they gone through. Now, everybody's enjoying the fight because Bakugo and Deku is fighting against each other perfectly, with no hesitation nor, what's the word? Well, no hesitation, basically. They're not holding back on anything. It's all very good. And then Bakugo and Deku is getting tired of all of this. And Bakugo wants to throw out a huge explosion on his next punch. He's breathing heavily. He's making sure that Deku doesn't see what he's planning on doing. But Deku can see what he's trying to do. Charging up one for all himself, and this time having the nightmare going over his arms. Bakugo is actually happy for once that someone is going to give him the fight that he deserves, and is waiting for the backlash. So Bakugo is charging at Zuko. Zuko's doing the same. As they meet in the middle, a huge explosion happened and a shockwave afterwards. Everybody was pushed back on their seats, waiting for the dust to settle to see who have won. And the end of the whole fight, it shows that Deku is standing. But he is standing outside of the line. He is 1 millimeter out of the line. And when they look over to Bakugo, he is passed out. But he is still in the line. In the very center. Which Some of them are a little disappointed, but rules are rules, and Bakugo has won the match. After a few moments, Zuko went back, and he was congratulated by his friends. It was Cero, Kaminari, and now Uraka also congratulate Zuko for his match. Zuko's grateful for all of this, and he says this to all of them, that he's very grateful. It was a good fight. And he's kind of like really tired from all of the fighting. So, after they do the whole ceremony, first is Bakugo, second is Deku, third is Todoroki. And for now, Bakugo is not fully angry because, well, for once, someone actually fought him at his best. But he's still arrogant to a point where he is just telling everybody off that he told everybody that he was the best and he did the best. And so on and so on. After everything finally died down, everybody's leaving because that's the end of the day. And their classmates see a little instance, a little show, you may say, where Zuko and Uraka is walking away together with their hands onto each other. And, well, we're skipping to the next day. Everybody's in their classroom, well, waiting for Aizawa, and when Deku and Uraka finally came in, some of them are saying, ooh, being annoying, of course. And Zuko is the one who asked, okay, what was that for? Being the brave one of the couple. And one of them said, well, we saw you guys going on a date. And we are just wondering if you are, you know. And Zuko said, yeah, we are. What's it to you? I said, it's fine, man. It's just, I mean, you move quick, man. And Zuko said, all right. Kaminari, can you shut the fuck up? And Kaminari said, sure, I can. I don't want to embarrass your little girlfriend. And that comment basically embarrassed her, that she's... And reminds her that she's actually dating Zuko again. Which Zero said, hey, that's enough. You don't want to embarrass her. Who knows what other things they done on their date? You'd have no idea. Maybe they kissed already. And Zuko said, I'm not gonna entertain that. Nope. As he tried to cover up, hide Uraka from her little embarrassment, because on their date, at the very end of the day, they did kiss. Quite a long time, I may add. Now, after all of that, and Aizawa finally comes in, telling everybody to sit down. The next part is their internships. He's explaining everything about it, and then when he showed the scoreboard, it showed that Bakugo is first on how many he gets, Deku is second, and Todoroki is third, and everybody else goes down and lower, to the point where even the Invisible Girl has some the heck? Alright. Have some internships. The top 3, Aizawa brought a huge book of internships, people offering off their jobs. Todoroki knows who he's going with. Bakugo is going through his way of doing it. But Zuko, he chose to do... He's marking off a few. He's sitting there and going through every single one of them. Not leaving one unturned. Just giving them a chance, even though they will never see this. Uraraka, after choosing who she was going to go with, asked Zuko, how's it going? Zuko says, fine, it's just that I have so many options. Never thought I was going to have so many of these. As Uraraka kind of sits right next to him and just watch him work on his things. She asked him, what are you doing to make it smaller? Zuko said, any names I know at first, I'm writing it down on one sheet of paper, front and back. And then the names that are actually higher, very close to the city, since I don't feel like going that far. And Uraraka is just sitting there enjoying him talking. In their little date, she had a chance to talk, and he had a chance to talk about himself. But not as much. Zuko just talked about his family, and that's basically it. With Itami. And Uraraka didn't ask any more questions about that. Now, moving on, he finally decided his internship. But All Might came into the room and asked for Zuko. Zuko can't say no, so he said goodbye to Uraraka for the moment and went off with All Might. All Might offered him to go to Gran Torino. Gran Torino is his old boss or old mentor and very good with training with the court. One for all. Which Zuko said, but are you sure that he will help me with my other quirk too? Or, as All Might said, yeah, I think he can do it. As Zuko said, alright, where is he? As he says the name of the city. It's a little far, way further than where he was planning to go. But if All Might says yes, he's gonna do it. Moving on. Zuko gets back to the classroom, and to his little surprise, Midnight is there. And she is telling everybody that they now have to pick names for being the next step in their hero course. Everybody already done it, and they were waiting for Zuko. Zuko is sitting there a few minutes thinking about what he should do. And he writes one thing, and then erase it, writes another one, and then erase it. And everybody's trying to help him out with this. Even Bakugo. He would have gone with explosion murder, but he gone with dynamite. Now, Zuko finally wrote something and liked the sound of it. So he got up, went all the way to the front, and showed him the name. And they're kind of confused, and they want him to explain about it. And Zuko said, oh, right. I will be called the Sandman of Nightmares. And they said, okay, but why the Sandman? Isn't he like a fairy tale that makes people go to sleep at all times that he's around? And Zuko said, yeah. That's how my quirk usually used to work. before I was adopted. Yeah. And they said, oh, that's pretty cool. Congrats. As Midnight said, that's actually a perfect name. And so I'll put down the paperwork that you are now the Sandman. Zuko is grateful for all of this, and he sits down, thinking his first time of trying a name did not bust, like he originally thought. Moving on, Zuko noticed something off, and it's kind of the aura that he hates, that someone is planning on doing something real bad. He has a feeling, and he's looking around to see who is giving off this aura. He looks at everybody, they're not showing any signs of it, until he moves over and he looks at Ida. Now, Ida is giving off a huge amount of, bad vibes people are giving him. But Zuko knows exactly what he's planning. He's planning on doing something very illegal, and he needs to know more about it. So he went over to Ida and asked him if he could talk to him for a bit. Which Ida is a little frustrated that he has to do this, but he has to because it's Zuko. He said, yeah, but I have to hurry. I need to see my brother. Which Zuko said, oh, your brother? What happened? As Ida said, it's, you see, he's in the, and he finally says he's in the hospital. Which Zuko said, oh, okay. Is he okay? Is he like a volunteer? Obviously not, but he's trying to make sure that Ida believes he's taking over the conversation. Which Ida explained that he was taken as a patient. As he gets more and more angry when he had to say that he was taken down by the hero killer. And Zuko said, oh, I'm so sorry. That must be terrible for you. It is. And Ida said, yeah, can I not talk about it? I really need to go. And Zuko said, yeah, of course. No worries. I know you're the best candidate for this classroom. But he didn't say that aloud. As Ida finally leaves, it gives off that same aura of bad vibes. And Zuko, knows that Ida has a reason to be mad. Now, he needs to look up this Stain guy, and where is he at? So he goes to his father and asks him about this hero killer. And his father tells him all about it because he has no reason to lie. And his father is very trustworthy for good reasons too. So I'm going to end it at this point. Thank you for listening, and I believe that'll be the end of this one. Thank you. Bye.